Now talking about this book which is in my hand right now, I read this book. I felt why not I should also make the video of this book related to this book, that what has been written in this book inside. Now if I talk about the name of this book, so this is the name has been written on top, Metamorphosis, and here at bottom you can see Franz Kafka. He is the writer of this book. And if I talk about the pages of this book, it has 108 pages. It can be finished in one sitting only. You don't talk about the story of this book, which is in this book I read, and this book is very good. I think you should also read book. Now let me talk about the story. What does it say? Okay, see, in this book there is a man who is a salesman. What happens with him? Something goes wrong with him. So at the end he, gets died. Okay, now if I talk about he is a salesman, I'm talking about the person who has been mentioned in this story. He is a salesman. What happens with him? He wakes up and he sees himself has got transformed into giant instant. And after that, what happens is he's no more able to do any activities or works as earlier he would do. So what happens? It leads to some negativity. Negativity means something clicks into his mind, and he prefers to isolate himself inside room instead going out, accepting this problem and thinking how to come out from and go outside to find a job like related to this. He doesn't do anything. Instead he prefer to isolate himself. So due to isolation, what happens? Negativity takes place, and he develops more negativity within himself. And when time passes, later on what happens, his parent, even his parents start feeling as a burden. Means his parents start feeling him as a burden then as a family member. This is the reality. Means when you are going through setbacks, you are useless, you don't do anything, means you are not able to do anything. So what will happen? Even parent will start thinking, I think there is no use of this person now. He's useless, he's doing nothing, it's mean he's burden on us. I think he should do this and that. Means saying he should die. Okay, so at the end in this story same thing happens, that he prefers to isolate. After that, when financial condition goes on in family member, like in family, so what happens, his parents start thinking him as a burden. At the end, day passes, months passes, and he gets died. So the reason, if I talk about the message of this book, the story which has been written in this book, it tells us never isolate yourself. What happens when you isolate yourself? First, you are isolating yourself. You are not going out, you are not meeting with your friend, you are not going and searching for something, some changes that can take you on whatever you have been facing right now. So instead you prefer to isolate yourself. What happens when you isolate yourself? You prefer to sit alone. Then negativity arises in our mind, and you dwell yourself in negativity, and negativity leads to more negativity. Means will manipulate you that do this and that. Sometimes what happens, you can also start thinking about committing suicide and all. That's the reason we should not isolate ourselves completely. Rather we should go out, hunt for something, seek for something, so that we can come out, rather than sticking with this problem and crying. This is not the way to come out. But never, you should never give up, brother. Till alive you should not give up. Instead you should find something through which you can take yourself out from this, or you can do something better in upcoming days. Everything comes with some message, some lessons. So you have to learn. You don't have to isolate yourself. You don't have to commit that no, entire life I will be isolating myself inside my room. No, don't do this, brother. Definitely you will welcome to negativity, and negativity, as you know, it is very dangerous. It is all about, whenever it goes into a subconscious mind, it leads to more negativity. It leads to disaster as well. So you have to think wisely. Don't do in this book. That's the reason I'm telling you, you should read this book by your own to relate from this story which has been in this book. Definitely, which has been mentioned in this book. Definitely you will read this, you will relate it nicely according to your mindset. So read this book, and this is all about this book. I told you each and everything in very less time. Thank you for watching this video. This is the book again I am showing you.